Hey guys, I'm going to share with you something that I stumbled across kind of accidentally, but I think there is some great benefit to it, and I'm exploring it, so I want to share with you guys just my exploration. I don't have all of the answers here, but I do have some speculation on why this might be a good training method. Now, I'll get right to it. What is it? Today, and as well, other days recently within the last 2 weeks, I've trained legs twice within one day. So I train in the early afternoon. Usually that's like my normal time around 2 o'clock when I train just in general. But then later after dinner, I go to the gym and I train legs again. I'm going to first of all saying it's not like I'm doing like really crazy volume or really crazy intensity, but I think there's some benefit to this. And again, it's something I just come across because I don't normally go to the gym twice a day. But the reason why I have been is because I have two gyms, actually three gyms, one CrossFit gym and then two normal gyms. One of the gyms I go to because it's so close to me, it's more of like an old school bodybuilding gym and in strength training, like they got like the steel plates and everything. And the other one I go to is like more modern, like kind of like in LA Fitness. In Canada, we have Good Life Fitness, but it has great features to it, including a hot tub. That's pretty much the only reason why I go there. But it also has some machines that I use as well, such as leg press, which is what I'm going to get into today. What another reason why I'm going there. So the first of all, I started doing it because I started at one gym, which I actually go to with my dad, the bodybuilding one. And then later that day, I want a hot tub. Well, I went to the hot tub, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do some leg presses because this has a better leg press machine, right? And it's like a modern leg press machine. So I did that, and then I go to the hot tub. I felt pretty good the next few days, considering how much volume after my first leg workout and my second leg workout I did. It's like then I compared the soreness afterwards, and it wasn't that bad. 2 days, like if I really hit my legs hard, 2 days, even 3 days afterwards, I feel it. But 2 days especially, the delayed onset muscle soreness is called in legs, like specifically like hamstrings or adductors that I feel, right? And especially when I do things like squats and leg press and typical leg workout days, which I normally do. So what I've been doing in both these days has been pretty similar. Both the times that I've been doing this double leg day is I start with squats. I do a 5x5 method. Well, my first 2 to 3 is low weight, so I actually do more reps. So it's more like my first 2 or 3 sets I do 10 reps, and then I increase the weight. And then the fourth and fifth set is just 5. And I still have reps in reserve. I'm not just like doing crazy squat, killing my central nervous system. Then I move on to leg extensions and leg curls for up to 5 sets. And that includes doing drop sets and things. So it actually gets to be pretty, the intensity level is pretty substantial. But it's not like, but I'm only doing 3 different exercises. It's not like, and I should mention that before I even started I did 10 minutes on a bike, but that's nothing too crazy. So then I stop around 3 o'clock, go home, eat dinner, you know what I mean, recuperate a little bit, and then go to the gym again. The muscle soreness hasn't kicked in yet. The muscle soreness always kicks in the next day, and even sometimes worse 2 days after, correct? When you do a really heavy leg day. But it's not like I did that crazy heavy leg day. So then I go to the gym again, and what I do is strictly leg pressing, where I start my feet higher up, and then I go mid, and then I go low. So 5 sets around of leg press. Nothing crazy weight, but proper form, and going to, especially last sets, going to potentially failure on those. So my legs are burning pretty strong after that. Then I hit the hot tub. In the hot tub, I do squats. I literally will sit in the hot tub, will squat in the hot tub, I'm doing a squat like this right now, like my hands like this, pulling my knees apart, and I'll just sit there like this for like 10 minutes at a time. I'll sit in a squat position in the hot tub for 10 minutes, and then I'll do other stretches as well. And in total, I can be in the hot tub for up to an hour afterwards, bringing blood flow and everything to the muscles and relaxing the muscles after a heavy leg day, especially. My recovery after that wasn't so bad, considering of the amount of sets and intensity I was doing, which is good. And by splitting up the leg day into two different parts, I don't know if I would do this with any other type of day. Legs, I think, is a good one to do. I believe that you can counter the stimulus to fatigue ratio that would in some ways be negative, specifically the fatigue. You can up the stimulus and lower the fatigue by splitting it into 2 days, just to be simple and to the point. If you did all of that exercise in one session, you would increase the fatigue to that same stimulus and maybe not even get to the same point of stimulus. But okay, here's my first exercise. Bring the stimulus up, a little bit of fatigue. Throughout the day, fatigue goes down. In the second exercise, bring a stimulus, and fatigue back up. I think by splitting into two, you're going to get less fatigue and more stimulus. Therefore, better workout and better recovery because of less fatigue. Simple as that. I don't know if I would do this for things like biceps, whatever else, because bicep days or even tricep days, because you could. But I think instead of doing two biceps in one day, I think I could do biceps 2 days in a row, once in a while. Same with triceps, 2 days in a row, once in a while, where I might do lots of pressing movements where I'm working my triceps, and then the next day do tricep extensions, say on an arm day where I'm also doing bicep curls. You know what I mean? I think that's something that is not utilized a lot because people do the push, pull, split days, and whatever else. And people are like, I don't want to, because I'm in recovery of the one body part I just did the day before, I want to do them again, which is understandable. I wouldn't suggest doing that all the time. But throw it in there once in a while, because you'll get more stimulus on that particular body part that you're targeting. And you've already recovered a bit in between, even just that day. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't suggest hitting triceps, fully fucking them up like to failure 2 days in a row all the time. Once in a while though, why not? Do it. Try it. So you're not. You know, there might be an increased risk of injury, but I doubt it. If you know your limits, right? You're not gonna fucking snap your tricep off your fucking humerus or some shit. You know what I mean? You're not gonna totally fuck them up. So try it once in a while. See, experiment with things like this. Mix it up a little bit. That's what I'm getting at here. I think, but to go back to the leg day 2 days in a row, 2 times in one day rather. I think there's something there. I sense it within the fact that I was able to increase the volume, increase the amount of sets in one day, and not feel the fatigue or the delayed onset muscle soreness to the same extent as I think I normally would if I did all those exercises condensed into one time. So I'll leave it there. What do you guys think about that? Is this just a fragment of my imagination? Am I imagining things? I don't think so. I think with legs, splitting up the exercises, in the end, it's just about, that's just a few hours of a rest period in between sets, if you think about that. You know, rest in between sets. And with legs, I actually do rest a little bit more in between sets than I would other body parts. So I think there's something to that as well. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, and like always, peace. Love you guys.